This is El Catorce. These are paintings that I made. Here's another Crestero fighter. Obviously, these are not finished. The Crestero War lasted for 3 years, and it was Calles enacting laws that Juarez has set down in the Constitution. The Constitution was hostile to Roman Catholics from the beginning, basically making it lawful to murder Catholics on sight, and 98% of the people of Mexico were Catholic, still are. Even Christianity or even the folk religion, which is blended with Catholicism. Calles wound up enacting these laws that went on enacted, and then he finally said, "All right, I'll ease up on it." He was a Freemason. He had this insane idea that he didn't believe it himself, but he said that the papacy was invading the people. And even after he kicked out all the bishops, he was kicking open the doors of churches, murdering people, going to houses of priests that weren't even saying mass, having people hanged, slaughtering whole villages. And in 1994, I believe, Mexico changed some of the laws, but not completely. Roman Catholicism and Christianity and all religion are still illegal. The goal of Calles was to make Mexico completely atheist. A harsh policy towards Christianity was also enacted in El Salvador from 1979, but the Civil Wars marked the kickoff of the assassination of Archbishop Monsignor Oscar Romero, when there's no such thing as liberation theology. He just said, please stop being harsh to the military, please stop being so harsh to the poor people and the peasants. And he was a voice for the voiceless, so they shot him, and then they started massacring people in all the cathedrals. They raped and murdered 4 nuns that had just got to the country just to help the people. I mean, these were not revolutionaries. These were people just living their lives. Murdering and killing every man, woman, and children in Mazote, a neutral village that was Protestant, not Catholic, so no revolutionary theology, no FMLN. And many Catholics had flooded in, non-allied people, just to say, and they invited the government to come in and say, look, we're not hiding any guns here, there's no FMLN here. What did the government do? It killed every single last man, woman, and child, infants, babies. Only 2 people escaped because they hid under the dead bodies. From 1980 to 1992, this happened. And what happened to this poor little nothing of a country, El Salvador, that is just peaceful and just nothing was there. It was just there, just minding its own business. When the government started slaughtering people, and they claimed there were communists there, so the Americans sent down money and military aid, which was training people in the School of the Americas, and I'll do a video about that, as well as giving them M16s and all these weapons of war, as well as disrupting the fight between the Contras and the Sandinistas in Nicaragua. What happened is Marisol Vitrucha and Calle 18, which is 18th Street, which are Los Angeles gangs. The Marisol Vitrucha and the manufactured El Salvadorian Civil War of the illegally installed junta and the culture of Los Angeles has destroyed Central America. It is an infection and it needs to be rooted out. There's only one way to root it out, and that is with a callback to the original state. Unfortunately, that would be called fascism, but I would rather see rule of law and people being able to actually practice their religion, and a strong presence of actual uncorrupted police than 9-year-olds dying in the streets, mothers being pulled away from their children to go work in the United States. As with Mexico, Mexico is still an enemy to its people. Anyone who takes an oath to defend the Constitution of Mexico, whether army, any military, any police, any government worker, is a criminal and oppressor to the workers and to all peoples of Mexico. All right, peace to you. May God save Serbia, Syria, and Ireland. May it save Serbia, El Salvador, and Mexico as well. And while it's good to see Sandinistas got into power, it was sad to see the Piñata and the Sandinistas of today are not the Sandinistas of the 1980s.